This video will show the installation of Lamin-x taillight film using a universal bulk sheet on a level 4 taillight. We consider this a level 4 installation due to the moderate curvature and mild protrusions found on the lens surface. At this time, we've already thoroughly cleaned the lens surface and surrounding area with soap, water, and a clean lint-free towel, making sure that the gap between the lens and body does not have any contaminants as well. Starting at a corner, carefully peel the liner while holding the film. In order to prevent fingerprints from being visible when finished, only handle the film by the outermost edge. Using the spray bottle provided in your kit, lightly mist the adhesive side of the film and your fingers with water. We do not recommend the use of soap and/or alcohol, only water. For the sake of time, we have not shown the misting of the film. Position the film on the lens. Be sure that the excess film hangs off the lens as evenly as possible, all the way around the light. Once the film is in place, use your finger or application card wrapped in a soft cloth to tack the film in one spot. If you are pleased with the film's coverage, begin applying the film using moderate pressure on the application card. Always work the film out from the middle toward the outer edge of the lens. On this particular lens, the main surface curves from the top to the bottom and front to back. Along these curves, there are two mild ridges molded into the lens. For this installation, we are going to begin with the outer half of the light. We are doing this because both mild ridges appear on this portion of the lens. We are choosing to do it this way simply because it will be easier to cover the light. By keeping the tension on the film to a minimum, in some cases using your fingers to work the film around small protrusions on the lens surface, we find this will give you the best results. Again, we recommend working the film from the middle of the lens out towards the edges. Throughout this instructional video, you'll notice that the film is repeatedly lifted and reapplied. This is done for a couple of reasons. First, the alignment of the film can be adjusted if needed by doing this. Second, it also allows for the removal of bubbles and small creases that may have been left behind, yielding a cleaner install. As you've probably noticed, it was quite cold during this installation. We opted to use a blow dryer, but a heat gun would also work. This assists in molding the film to the surface. Be careful not to overheat the film nor stretch it too much. From this point forward, you'll notice that the video has actually been sped up for time's sake. If you are pleased with the installation, proceed to trim the excess film. Carefully cut using the light's outer edge as a guide. Place your trimming instrument against the lens edge and follow the entire outer perimeter. Slowly remove the excess film. Now keep in mind, there's a couple different ways to actually trim the film. You can either cut completely through the Lamin-x, or you can also lightly score the outside layers of the Lamin-x so as to not damage the surface underneath. This scoring technique is actually very powerful. It allows you to trim on painted surfaces, or if you would even like to trim out your rear lights, around maybe the backup lights, you can do that as well. Just be very cautious with this method. Again, you don't want to cut through the Lamin-x when scoring. You just simply want to score and then peel. To finish the installation, use your application card to press down the film around the edges. Periodically, within the next 48 hours, inspect and press down all outer edges of the film.